Him who knows that I know what he seeks to know, knows it well, while he who knows not what I know, or know not.
Oi there, I'm Mr. McFacepunch. You can call me Chainsaw. Welcome back to our Dragon's Dogma lore run. Wouldn't you believe it, we're already on episode 10. So last time, we ran around and did everything we could do not in Gran Soren. Or at least everything we could do that mattered. So we messed around with all the bandits, and we went to all the loose forts and stuff like that, and talked to everyone we could talk to that gives us anything important, and some people who don't give us anything important. Now, we're going to go back to Gran Soren, but I have some business to take care of first. I always pick the wrong menu first. Thousands of hours on this game, and I always pick the wrong menu first. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Cassardus. So, last episode, I tossed Bro Flexman into the lake, and I said I would get him back as soon as I could. Oh. Boy there.
Can anyone hear me? Pray come and help!
We'll probably do that too, but Bro Flexman comes first, because we forgot about him last episode, and while I'm in the rift, I'm gonna swap out some of my pawns. What's up, big dog? Mel, you've been lovely. Thank you, Red Sun. Her voice is very annoying. But honestly, that's part of the charm. Give her a little apple. Alright, we got our new cast of pawns. We got Tatiana and Omega. You know, to Bro Flexman's perspective, he wasn't really gone that long, right? Because when you're in the rift, it's like total temporal chaos. The beginning describes it as... Quiet, Esteban, I'm talking. The beginning describes it as past, present, and future, a single moment, and eternity, all mixed up together. So, to his perspective, it was infinitely long, and also a single moment. And, yeah, so whether we were gone for a week or a day, it doesn't really matter. That's also kind of why, your pawn can leave while you sleep, and then go on an adventure that lasts years, and still return in the morning, because the rift is total temporal chaos. Which is cool. Anyway, let's go save Rorik.
Place is fit to set the hairs on your neck to standing on end, huh? And with good reason. I'd thought to enjoy a quiet nip of the old spirits here, away from prying eyes, huh? But then, a fearsome rumble came from further yon. Against my better judgment, I went and stole a look. 'Twas monsters, sure enough. A regular hive of them. Can't let the likes of them loose on the village, I thought. So I stayed here to hold them back. Lucky thing I thought to sneak a drink. I'm well glad to see you, truth be told. I fear the beasts are beyond the means of this old man. Will you go and clear them out, cousin? My thanks, and good luck to you. Don't leave a one of them alive. The path beyond is convoluted and dangerous. Here, cousin. Let this protect you. Take care.
Ooh, he gave me some bombs. Nice.
You'll not see me stealing down wells again, mark my words. I've learned my lesson. Well, 'tis a quiet spot, and pleasing cool, if a bit damp. I thought it the perfect place for a quick nip. But naught spoils a man's drink like monsters roaming about. Pray, put an end to the beasts.
Yeah, let's go take care of some lizards.
Which way should we go, Arisa?
Oops.
It only
What
gets
am I
tougher
doing?
from here, Master. What's that? I hear running water from the right. An animal carcass. Seems it's been dead for some time.
If we're to proceed, we've no choice but to jump.
Emperor's Pillar. I wonder if the Emperor there is related to, like, Cassidy's backstory. The dude who, I don't remember exactly. I would have to look at it again. But basically there's, like, some tie to some, like, big, super important ruler guy. I wonder if that Emperor's Pillar is reference to that. There's not really a whole lot of other narrative about it in the game, so maybe.
One less lizard.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Wasn't there supposed to be like a really big Saurian that pops out? Did I miss that? Was I just not paying attention?
Is unusually vast for a well.
The beasts are slain then? Ha! Joyful news! I will sleep easier, not having their like crawling about below the village. Here, 'tis a small token of thanks. Take it, my friend. Now to find another spot to steal a quiet drink.
Then let's go back to Gran Soren. Oh. Uh-oh.
The port crystal. One can reach it from anywhere with the
Interesting.
use of a magic item.
Okay, so I haven't
This looks interesting.
talked with Ocelon yet. So this guy shouldn't let me through
This is where
here.
the merchants live.
There's been a shipment of goods. The road is closed till it's been sorted. Have patience. It won't be long.
Okay, but he pops me out on the side. Alright, that works. Where do we start? Ooh, actually, we should start outside. I don't remember if we got to talk to these fellas.
They say the dragon appeared south of here. Past the mountains, a wee fishing village named of Cassidus.
Okay, thank you, Roderick. It did. I was there. It was crazy, man.
Ah, the Arisen. I was told to expect you. You may pass.
Thank you, Rickert.
I was told to expect...
Okay. So we have somebody acknowledging that the dragon was seen south in Cassidy's.
We share these roads with traveling peddlers, guardsmen, and other folk.
Ooh, look! Salvation guys!
Sorcerer!
So, the little emblems on their waist there, they have the magic runes on them. I wish I think, so they do spell stuff out, and I would have to look again, but I think it's just like elements, like fire, holy, all that stuff. It's not any like super secret lore stuff, but it does say something, so, you know, when you try and translate all of those, it feels like a nice little treat whenever something is just actually words.
I cannot let you past.
I wasn't trying to pass, I just want to chat.
They say the worm fled for the mountains. Thank the Maker. But that don't mean we throw wide the gate and let folks pass as they please. Who knows what other evils are out there?
So we get dialogue on where it came from and where it went. Remember, the point of our journey as Arisen is to find the dragon and to slay it. So we could theoretically just like go towards the mountains, but we still have to figure out about stuff like pawns, so the plot still keeps us in Gran Soren for a little bit.
Some quests may require difficult choices. Be ready for anything. Even the capital is not without its dangers. Best we remained cautious, Arisen. War has not been kind to this place. The Duke's burden is great, between his duties as sovereign and the wormwood.
The mild weather year-round makes Gransus well-suited for human life.
Hey, if you're traveling around with pawns, why not pay the Pawn Guild a visit?
Was that a Hydra's head went by before? Whose prize was that then? Sir Mercedes? Was a time, not long ago, such a beast would never spawn so close to Cassidus. Could be the dragons coming has their kind gone mad as well.
It's more narrative around the coming of the dragon affecting monsters.
His grace will deliver us from the dragon. See if he doesn't. That's why we pay the man taxes, eh?
So Danton has a lot of lines related to taxes. Here we go. Sarah's back.
First time in the capital? Best find lodging first. The inn's a grand source of news as well, what with folk coming in from all Gransus. There's a fine place just inside the city gates. Just look for the sign.
Hail, traveler! Come from the capital with pockets lined with gold, are you? No? Aye, well, you're not alone in that, friend. The dragon's coming has put a pinch on all our purses. Say, have you chanced upon the falls near the encampment? There's a cave secreted behind. Full of old ruins, too. I walked in a few paces once, curious to see how far it went. My nerve left me past that, though it grieves me to imagine all the treasure I missed. If you have the mettle and the interest, pray, go now, while there's treasure left to be had. Perhaps you'll come back to share your findings in recompense for the tip, eh? No?
Yeah, we got a little tip on a place to explore.
My. Every bit the arisen you are. A far cry from the petty frauds the city's seen of late. All scraping for a bit of coin. No. You have the look of someone who can be trusted to see a task through. Still some shock, eh? With a dragon about, everyone is bracing for the long fight to come. Were I a bit younger in my years, I'd be out to make a trophy of a fang or two myself. But with you now arrived, it wouldn't do to go stealing your glory, would it?
Yeah.
Still some shock, eh? Were I...
So yeah, R. Smith,
This must be an alehouse.
it must be. The way it says it's R. Smith's alehouse, and this is R. Smith, so this must be his alehouse. Thank you.
Aye, what?
Aye, what?
Welcome to R. Smith's alehouse, friend. Come in from the road and rest your weary feet. We've warm food and good wine, so come and be merry. You'll find there's room aplenty now the dragons come and killed business.
Yeah, so even in the capital, people have, like, fled, and the businesses are a little worn for it.
Many's the person comes to drink here, all bearing different tales.
Whew, this is going to be a can of worms that we'll worry about later. I don't think we'll have time for that right now.
Ah, say, friend, have you chanced upon a strange old man of late? Shady mien, queer mumblings. They call him the Elysian, a name I hear far too oft these days. Well, keep the man in mind. I've business with him myself.
Alright, so Mason following up on the weird hooded guy that we met back in Cassidus. Also, he's setting up that Salvation has become pretty popular among the people, with the little line that Elysian is a name that he's been hearing too often.
Also,
these days, a good weapon's a need no different than food or shelter. The master works all, you can't go wrong.
He said the line.
Come again. I'll confess, I do this all for the love of it. The master works all, you can't go wrong. Come again.
Caxton's in it for the love of the game. He also, like, actually has a load-bearing, lore-related line later.
You're an arisen then, sir. Then you fight alongside the pawns then, eh? They must need all manner of training. Are well-liked weapons then, are they? They've how to put it? They've a clear purpose, eh? Smite the foe. There's no deep trick to it, eh? An honesty to that there is. Come to think on it, you've got a bit of that feel to you too, eh?
So again, we have a line that sort of describes what the Arisen is like as a person. So like, kind of setting up that canon protagonist.
Many fled the city when the tale of the dragon spread, but not Howland. By the Maker, it'll take more than one scaly bugger to turn me craven. I worked my whole life as a stonemason, you see. Should the dragons strike our fair capital, it will be men such as I tasked to rebuild. Assuming anything's left to rebuild, that is.
So Howland's been a stonemason. That's what he's about. We'll save Stefan for a little later. Let's try to talk to more people first.
The dragons come, and here I'd thought the streets were bare. I suppose the loss of patrons is the least of it, eh?
The dragon's coming has all the other beasts in a froth.
There's more of that stuff. Big dog, you can't just play in the fountain. What the heck? That's socially unacceptable. No, whatever.
I finally secure passage from the mainland, only to learn we're under siege from a dragon. If not for ill luck, I would truly possess none at all. I finally secure passage from the mainland, only to, if not for...
So Merrick came from the mainland.
I've got no time for chatter, friend. Be gone.
So Sir Victor here,
Be gone.
he kind of throws us for a loop because he sounds like all the people who aren't real, but if you talk to him later, he gives you stuff. Talon, what's up? I miss my hail button. Like I just want to hail Howland, but I don't want to go into his dialogue. Here's that guy. So Bodrick is actually kind of important to understanding a lot of the finer points of the story. It's really hard to understand until you have, like, the whole picture.
The dragon approaches, his voice like the wind. I see him, I hear him, he comes! His mouth holds the fire, and his eyes keep the smoke, while his wings beat like terrible drums! I die, you die, we never shall die. To die one must first be alive. If never we lived, which never we did, why then there is no death to contrive. The dead can't die, the dead can't live, the dead can only be dead. As we are not here and have passed out of time, it's for others to die in our stead.
Okay, so he gives us a lot of talk about death and living and all that, and that ties into what I think is like one of the most important themes of the game, and that is answering the question of what does it mean to live? What is life? And like that question gets answered at the end, but for right now there's not an equation to find a solution for this, so he just sounds crazy. But when the seneschal says there is no true life without volition, then everything starts plugging in, because life is volition, volition is life, and the seneschal is like, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of big talk for so early in the game, but since the seneschal is the source of volition for all of creation, it is for others, that is the seneschal, to die in the stead of the people, right? So there's a reason why the cycle wants the Arisen to be self-sacrificial and duty-bound, because that's their function in the cosmology, you know? Anyway, Bodrick. Super cool.
Poor Bodrick. He wasn't always mad, you know. He was once a scholar of renown. Spent his days poring over tomes about what lies beyond the rift. One day, he up and vanished. We all took him for perished. But after a time, there he was, wandering the city, spouting his sing-songy rattle.
So then she kind of sets up what's going on with Bodrick. He was studying the rift, and then one day he kind of disappeared. I feel like the implication is that he, like, found a way to go beyond the rift, and then he came back with all sorts of knowledge that he's not supposed to have.
The capital even holds a barber shop.
I wasn't trying to talk to you, Omega.
Pawns who have expended the last of their health must be hired anew.
Oh. Jeez. Look, now she's mad at me.
Poor Bodrick. He wasn't...
Alright, she didn't have anything new to say.
Welcome. The Arisen, is it? I've heard talk on the winds. Devon, if it please you. I was a doctor afore taking up a barber's shears. With the dragon come, I'd like to better business playing sawbones again. Oh well. What will it be today, Come again soon. Talk is, you're fast rising within the Duke's court. You'll be needing a courtly appearance then, eh? What say we start with that air? What will it be today,
I feel like she gives that line just a little bit too early. Because all the other people still think that it's Mercedes that took the head of the Hydra, not us.
Come again soon. You'd be wise to mind your appearance, Arisen. 'Twas a wise fellow said the mean makes the man.
The mean makes the man, you said.
What will it be today, Come again? They say 'tis a fool judges a book by its cover, but the cover's part of the book, same as the pages, eh? What will it be today,
What's interesting is she's not the only one with a line kind of like that.
Come again soon.
But I kind of like that. Because I've always thought that saying, never judge a book by its cover. But the cover is meant to give you a look at what the book's about, right? Like, so you're meant to judge a book by its cover. But, like, okay, so maybe the phrase just isn't complete, because you can't criticize a book by its cover. You can criticize the cover, but you don't know the contents of the book. But the cover is made to tell you something about the book, so it does kind of matter. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that? Judging a book by its cover.
We're like to have dealings with the armorer here for some time to come.
That's right. He's my boy.
I've lost my father. Where could he have got off to? He wouldn't run off for fear of the dragon. Not father.
So Tomlin is the son of the guy who gets tossed in the dungeon that we have to save later. He actually pops back up in Cassardis later, and that's where we get the quest from him.
You've good eyes. Clear. Truth be told, I'm envious.
There, we got another one of those lines.
Most folk I see are too glass-eyed to tell an authentic piece from a crude copy. There's no challenge. Selling my, wares to you, though. I'm sure you'll find all you need. Anytime.
He might have just been calling us stupid.
Sure, my stock may not be the prettiest in the city, but I deal in treasures no one else will. Best give my shelves a close look. I'm sure you'll find all you anytime. So, what do you say? Just raises the hairs on the back of your neck, eh? No? Well, I suppose there's no arguing taste. I'm sure you'll find all you need. Anytime. So, I'm sure you'll
The scrivener at the
We'll
Black
have-
Cat here
Precious
can
things
duplicate
gone
objects
lost
in
or
your
missing
possession.
have a way of turning up there.
You guys
What's
quiet
more,
down.
the proprietor can furnish forgeries
We'll have to
of
come back to
certain
him to
items.
look at all the item descriptions later. That's just a little too much for right now. Might have to come back a little later for the Ladies of the Night.
Past this point's a nest for the city's poorest. There's many a rat holed up among the honest folk. Guard your purse, friend.
I don't remember if anyone says anything down here.
You can talk to me later.
Seems
Bilbo
that many
doesn't.
people live here as well.
I what? I'm a busy woman, love. This cat has claws, fool. Do you want to bleed?
Pawns serve their purpose in times like these, I'll grant you. But that's no cause to march them about the streets. Use them, cast them away in battle if you like, but keep your puppets out of the city. If they'll not learn where they do not belong, that burden falls on you.
This guy stinks.
Hear ye, hear ye! The Duke's brave enlistment corps has dispatched the foul Hydra what terrorised the Southlands. Hear the tingling tale of the brave Sir Mercedes, she who struck the mortal blow against the vicious creature. Marvel at the wisdom of his grace, Duke Edmund Dragonsbane, without whose counsel the Hydra would ne'er have been slain. Hear ye, hear ye! The Duke's brave
So Flavian's just like lying all around. The Duke had nothing to do with anything about the Hydra. Mercedes didn't do anything except for watch us do it. So, this is fun media manipulation right here.
Hello, Flavian the Crier at your service. If you have need of news brought forth to the capital's citizens, I'm your man. Marvel at the wisdom... Wait, hold on. You're one of the fighters what went with Mercedes, yeah? Came into town with the Hydra's head, you did. Hear ye, hear ye! I see. So, you did the killing, and Mercedes claimed the glory. I figured as much, in truth. Hear the tingling tale. It ain't like I'm lying to the people, more like telling them a better story is all.
It's just lying, dude.
Mercedes is a knight of the court, well known round these parts, and not hard to look at, if I may say. You getting it then? Marvel at the wisdom of his grace. It ain't like I'm lying to them. Hear ye, hear ye!
What a
The
turd.
Duke's brave
Never
enlistment
trust a
corps
journalist.
has dispatched the foul Hydra. What?
I can tell you little at the moment, I'm afraid.
Hear the tingling tale.
Ask anything of me, Arisen. If I can aid you in even some small way, I shall endeavor to do so.
Marvel at the...
I will inform you at once should I happen upon news that would interest you.
Hear ye, hear ye!
Nothing worthy.
Hear the tingling tale.
Return any time. I may hear something for you yet.
Marvel at the
Return any time.
Hear ye, hear ye! The Duke's brave enlistment corps has
So Flavian is like the the mainstream media, and then Jasper is like all the I don't even know what you call it, like the podcaster sub media kind of thing, where he's like, hopefully he starts spouting something so we can hear him, but he throws out like, why don't we try to understand the dragon and stuff like that. So I think that's funny.
Who among you has seen the dragon? Who saw it raise a village at the southern shore? No doubt you were filled with fear and awe, with trepidation, with despair. And why? Because mankind e'er fears that which it does not understand. We dread the unknown, and ill know how to respond. At times, we abandon all thought, and settle into the coward's refuge of desperation. Ah, 'tis our nature, aye. But is it right? Is our only choice truly to bow down in submission to the awesome threat before us? No. I say that our war against the unknown must begin with knowledge. We must come to understand the dragon, the Maker, ourselves. Let the light of human knowledge dispel the shadows of fear and desperation. For the day we truly understand the worm and well know ourselves, The path we must follow will be laid open before us. People of Gransis, we stand now at a crossroads. Do we submit to the tides of fear and chaos? Or do we strike out? Strike out against the waves of hardship, valor, and wisdom, our rudder and oar. The true and just among us need turn not to the faith, nor the crown, but instead to that voice within ourselves, to heed the exhortations of our souls. We must think for ourselves and act of ourselves, brothers. Therein lies our only hope of cleaving a path through chaos and fallen order, that we may walk steadfast into the future. Pray, place a hand o'er your breast and call your racing heart to calm. Doubt surrounds us at every quarter. Do not lose sight of the hope that lies beyond. Mistake not the light that shines beyond the dragon's shadow. Who among you has seen the dragon? Who saw it raise a village at the southern shore? No doubt you were filled with fear and awe.
So Jasper is like, he's low-key spitting. Like he's right. Like he's actually like speaking right to the heart of the purpose of the Arisen, to seek knowledge and wisdom and to strike out at chaos and all that. Like the chaos narrative being so tied into what he's saying is actually really cool. One thing that I think is silly about it, though, is like we fear the dragon because we don't understand it. It's like, well, maybe it could be the fact that he like just blows up countries sometimes, you know? Like 150 years ago, Lior just got turned into dust. And he's like, no, we just don't understand him. Maybe the mountain with teeth that breathes fire is just kind of scary, actually. But like, ultimately, he's right. He's right in all of his calls to action. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't think people are scared of the dragon just because they don't understand it. I think they're scared about it because it's scary.
Aye, the inn offers a clean bed.
Where's
but it deals in
Meredith?
vocations and skills besides.
Meredith isn't here. Oh, he popped in. What's up, bud?
Welcome, sir. Ah, the Arisen, is it? The Master will help you, sir.
The Japanese community has a fun name for Oslom. They call him Obadabitu. Because when he says what'll it be today, what they hear is Obadabitu day. So there was a while ago that Dragon's Dogma made a post about, like, I think it might have been for Valentine's Day or something, and it was something about the beloved, and all the Japanese community was talking about Obadabitu-san. and And I was like, what the heck are they talking about? Like, I tried translating it, and I was like, what is Obadabitu? And then, like, reading some of the replies in there, I kind of, oh, Obadabitu day. It's so funny.
Are you the Arisen the men of the Corps speak of? You've a plainer air than I'd expected.
Again, talking about the protagonist, they're plain, they're honest, they mean what they say, they're down to earth, all of that kind of stuff.
Ah, forgive me. I spoke poorly. I simply imagined the sort of figure pulled right from legend. Pray, allow me to begin anew.
Yeah, so, like, there's also a chronicle that, well, is it a chronicle? I don't remember. There are more lines, like, one of the important things about the Arisen is that he could be anybody, or, like, it's, like, the Arisen could be anyone. So, like, in the Chronicle, you'll hear it say, like, I don't know, like, me as the protagonist, I don't know what to do, I'm just trying to figure it out. And then you'll hear other people say, hey, you don't really look like you have it all together, you're figuring it out just like the rest of us. And it's like, Yeah, because anybody can be the Arisen. It's not a matter of like how you were born, it's like the next step that you take kind of thing. Is cool.
I am Asalam, and this is my inn, though we deal in a number of trades here. I hope this is the first of many visits, sir. I am at your service. Oh, you wish to learn of the Pawn Legion? Then the shortest path to the answers you seek leads west from here. There you'll find Gran Soren's Pawn Guild. It is a gathering place for their kind. Just tell the sentries you have business with the guild. They'll let you past. Have your pick, any you like. What will it be today?
Alright. So I also made Bro Flexman a warrior, so he could be his authentic self.
We are an inn first and foremost, but we offer more than simple lodging. We can safeguard your belongings, or aid in learning new skills, as you'll no doubt learn in time. It is our pleasure and our duty as citizens of Gran Soren to help you and all Arisen. Pray, come and be at ease. Consider this as your own home here in the capital. Pawns they have the look of us, yes, but they are not human. They are crossers of the rift. In a word, different.
I accidentally skipped that first line, sorry guys.
They'll laugh at jests, even join a man in his drunken revels, but there's a coldness to them. There's not a man can tell what a pawn is thinking, and that buys them no love. Myself, I've no dislike of them. I've lodged many a myrmidon here, and eaten well on their coin. Have your pick, any you like.
Okay, so that bit of dialogue is actually kind of important because since they made pawns so much more emotive in Dragon's Dogma 2, like they seem to express emotions more. People like just think that no, pawns actually do have emotion and the narrative was just lying to us. But no, the setting is that pawns don't have feelings, but they learn from people how to mimic them. And then with the bestowal of spirit, which we'll learn later on, that sort of soul that the Arisen imparts onto the pawn gives them the ability to have a shadow of some sort of emotion. And we kind of see that in the Everfall. When that opens up, there are pawns there who talk about losing their master, and since they lost their master, they can't even grieve them. So they, on their own, have no emotions, have no personality, no nothing. Everything is just mimicry, and something that comes from their Arisen. Then they can experience something like emotion until they have their own full soul, and then they just become a real human, you know? So yeah, that's important line. There's a lot of others that go along with it, but that probably says it the most clearly. Otherwise, Barnaby will give us some pretty important stuff.
Come again soon.
Aye, the inn
Are your
offers a
travel
clean
preparations complete?
We are an inn first, and we can. It is. Pray, have your pick. Come again. Pawns are, to put it simply, sellswords.
Okay, so I didn't skip it that time. We're gonna skip the rest of what he says though, because I didn't skip that.
They have the look of this. Have your pick. Come again.
Hey, Madeline's here.
How good to see you again. You remember me, yes? Madeline? Yes? You'll find naught but the finest... Thank you, Vin. I hear you've become, what was it? Arisen. Important, aren't you now? Such a post must come with benefits, hmm? Gold and jewels and the like. You'll find naught but the... Thank you, Vin. For myself, I aim to put down roots in a shop of my own. Many fled the dragon, never to return, so good land is both plentiful and cheap. You'll find naught but the finest wares here. Thank you very much. You must think me mad to open a shop amidst this madness with the worm. Perhaps, but I say, examine it from another view. Rather than grumble on how few goods I possess, think instead on how much remains. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
Madeline lives on buying the dip.
Thank you very much. So, well, you're buying something, yes? Else would you not be here, hmm?
I was just chatting.
You'll find naught but the Thank you very
That's probably it.
So, well, you'll
Yeah.
find naught. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Madeline taking advantage of the dragon driving out competition. That's pretty interesting.
State your business. Paul, all right. Through here and to the left. Just don't make a nuisance of yourself, eh?
Dog, I'm gonna make such a nuisance out of myself.
The Pawn Guild stands ahead. It is a gathering place for my kind.
We don't want to go there yet because we don't want to start Lure of the Abyss.
The smithy, I should think.
Blades to temper, mail to mend. Times of warming, ample business for a smithy.
So, that dude's son is dead, and he's just like, I gotta do my job.
The present struggles are might different than most mine. Still, even dragons die.
Go off, Garvin. What a king.
Merciful Maker, please, please no. Sir, I know it is not a matter fit to thrust upon a passing stranger, but please, I ask only that you listen a while. Just a short while. Thank you, sir. This child is my son. Was my son. His heart stopped not a few hours past. Always weak, his sweet heart. Since he was but a babe. I had long known he would not live long. But to see it, to watch him slip from my grasp, I am left with naught but rage at my impotence. Fain to try any means that I might to bring him back, I look to magic, even curses, anything to bring him back to me. I know it for madness, but still Here, pray, accept these, sir. The first of those stones, I bought from a merchant my son and I passed in our travels. He spoke of a powerful magic within it. Gather rocks such as this together, he said, and even the dead shall wake. Not that I am one to blindly believe in such tales, mind. Yet still, I thought there no harm in trying. And so I searched. But by the time I found a second, the whole pursuit rang hollow. 'Tis a vain hope to seek immortality in such trinkets, I know. I felt a fool for having e'er believed it.
Tragic story.
That stone! You've gathered enough? Perhaps with those, my son. But I fear I've not the strength to conjure their effect.
Okay, so this is interesting. I don't remember that little line before, but apparently there's like a requisite magical power needed to use the effect of the Riftstone, Wakestone.
A miracle! 'Tis a miracle!
Father,
Wilhelm! Sweet Wilhelm!
We made it. Thank goodness.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Wakestones for a second, okay? So, big rocks, right? They restore you back to life. They are the Hearts of Arisen. We talked about that before. Why they turn into rocks is something explained in Dragon's Dogma 2. And that's because your soul remains in rock form. Like, obviously with the worm's life stuff, it like Ambrosius tells you that the worm's life is dragon's blood, and it contains portions of their soul that is crystallized. Hold on. Let's put a pause on that and talk to this guy.
Ah, but you're a quick one. An impressive piece of knavery you have. Pretending to be arisen so that the guards won't give you a bother. Brilliant. I've got a bit of professional admiration for you. I do. I am something of a trust artist myself, yes? It just took one of your own to see through that arisen costume.
First of all, the line "trust artist" is very funny. That's such a good name for a con man. I'm not a con man. I'm just a trust artist. And then he points out that it was another Arisen that saw through his Arisen costume.
I was thinking of pulling the old arisen swindle on his grace myself. Truly, I was. Fortune surely favors you. What, to beat an old spider like me to the thrust?
All right, thank you, Hobart. Very cool. Back to our Wakestone discussion. So, the Worm's Life crystals do that. They are portions of the beast's soul that crystallize, and it's in their blood. Now, that on its own doesn't get you to the heart being made into a rock, right? But there's also a loading screen line that says the same thing about Arisen, that portions of the Arisen soul stays in their blood. So like whenever they bleed, little portions of their soul, like little blue shards, if you remember those from Dragon's Dogma 2, they remain. So your soul is in your blood, and then it like turns into soul rocks. So since your soul is in your blood, your heart pumps your blood, so it really centers the heart as like it's the center of your being, and then like your soul, so your heart is the seat for your soul, kind of thing. Yeah, so then why do wakestones bring people back to life? Goes back to there is no true life without volition. Will equals life. So the heart of an Arisen carries an absurd amount of will in it, of soul, and then that has the power to bring people back to life. So it's like it brings a literal mechanic to the literary aspect, which is cool. Let's talk to this guy.
I had me wife and child take their leave of this city near a fortnight ago. I'm but a farmer. Dragon or no, there's still crops to be tended. What good is it to survive if you starve to death come winter?
Yeah. So then we learned that a lot of the farmers have left too, and Josias is just particularly hardy, Doesn't make any sense to survive the dragon if everybody dies of starvation.
Greetings, traveler. Whence are you come? I myself am here from an abbey well to the west. I'd heard tell of the beasts that prowl the roads, but to see them myself, what a fright. If you mean to walk those roads yourself, take care, good traveler. May the Maker ever be your shield.
Thank you, Hilda. Very cool. Barnaby, we'll talk to you later.
Seems the castle walls are reached by a flight of stairs ahead.
These stairs serve as a useful route.
Talk is, some hero fit to slay the dragons come to Gran Soren. That you, is it?
That's me.
I suppose you've a tough look to you, that's true. Still,
We're not quite selling Pip on it.
Mother always says it's a fool judges a book by its cover. I say to that, there's many a book whose pages hold exactly what you think from a look at the front.
Yeah, so Pip has a line also in that same vein of judging a book by its cover, but then like the cover is supposed to tell you something about the book.
Mother always says it's a fool. I said it.
Thank you, Pip. Very cool.
The Great Arisen, is it? To be brutally honest, I have no idea what that's even supposed to mean.
Most people in the community don't either.
The soldier's job is to follow the Duke's will, no matter what. There is no need to think about aught else. I worry about the future. No! I need only focus on my duty.
So, Sir Adrian is, he's almost like a little warning to the Arisen, because, the whole thing about the Seneschal being stuck in the cycle is because the cycle specifically chooses people who are duty-bound, right? And the way you break that cycle is by sloughing off your duty, right? So then, he's kind of, mimicking that a little bit. Hey, Fornival.
The dragon? Well, yes, of course I've heard the news. But what good is it to fret over a fate that may or may not come? Any rarities to sell? Right then. I built my fortune from nothing in a single generation.
Yeah, all the fraud will do that.
I'm well familiar with risk. I won't be told what to fear. Any rarities to... Right then. Well, there's good sense in serving as the Arisen's patron. All that I invest now will come back to me tenfold, should you manage to slay the worm. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay. Right then. Buy low, sell high. That's the first lesson of business, friend. Any rarities to sell? Right then.
Alright, so, interesting thing. Fornival is definitely a shady guy. He kinda sucks. But he is one of the people who genuinely believes in you from the start. Like, he just said he has an interest in investing in the Arisen, because if you slay the worm, then, like, boom, you're key to more money, or whatever. I don't know how that works. But, like, as we talk to him more, he does actually, like, believe in us, and, like, most other people are like, you can't beat a dragon, and he's like, no, this guy's got it. So, as scummy as he is, he has some redeeming qualities. Not a lot, but some.
The Arisen, the Pawn Commander, here in Gran Soren.
That's me, buddy.
A knight is no knight without a lord to serve, but what of pawns? By what measure do they choose their master?
We answer that later. It's will, but we actually don't answer that later. We answered that a long time ago. We answered that, like, at the very beginning of the game. It's will. The will is how they choose their master. But he's asking the question to get you to think about it.
Those pawns you're traveling with? Ah, an Arisen then. There's a guild in the city where them pawns gather. Might be you'll find some use of it.
We'll get there eventually.
Like as not, arrangements for your audience with His Grace will take some time. Go rest for now. Like as not.
Thank you, Sir August. Very cool.
The dragon? I welcome the beast. Death in combat is but a final glory. Eh, young warrior?
Ooh. Sir Gregor's kind of got that sauce.
Besides, running now brings no surety of a longer life.
That's true. Any manner of things can kill you these days. It's a crazy world.
You know of the Duke's manse across the gulf from Gran Soren, yes? Business of a sort led me to that estate in times past. But foul creatures stir in the wake of the dragon's arrival. I'd not venture there now for 10 sacks of gold.
Morin, something is happening behind you. Never mind, you're good.
Such a grand house of worship, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right, Millie. It's great.
The Maker welcomes you, traveler. Hazlitt devours every book you set before him. He studied the dragon extensively.
It's not just because he's fat. He's very studious.
I've never been much for reading myself.
All men know the dragon to be a dread bane upon this world. The faith holds the beast as an evil without peer, for its wanton destruction of the Maker's creations. And so, the devout have long made it a subject of study. Much of our knowledge sits sealed within the archives of the Grand Cathedral. Even were I to travel to the mainland, a novitiate such as I would not be allowed entry.
So Hazlitt gives us another mention of the Grand Cathedral.
Is there aught I may...
This is the guy.
Pardon, sir, but I fear I haven't the time. Pardon, sir, but I...
He comes up later.
Come from Cassidus, are you, my child? I hear your village was the first to suffer the dragon's baleful touch. It warms my heart to see you turn to the faith for comfort in these dark times. Mankind may never be free of the worm's shadow, I fear. But there is light yet in this world, fit to guide us all through the trials before us. As long as man holds the Maker in his heart and in his thoughts, the light of hope shall shine.
Mind how you dress round these parts. You'd best consider something more respectable.
Well, you don't like the fit?
That's enough.
That's enough. Alright, well, okay, Mr. Serious. These dudes are still posted up.
I look like a pawn to you? Go bother someone else.
I should make a pawn that looks just like Sir Syriac, just to make him mad.
The Duke assembles men of great valor to rise against the dragon. I pray they are successful. For all their majesty, I fear even Gran Soren's walls can ill protect us from the dragon. At times I worry whether we are right to remain here. For all their majesty, I fear at times...
So, I'm wondering why these people think that walls would stop a dragon who can fly. But, you know, whatever. I think we've got most of them.
This must be an alehouse.
But, unfortunately...
All bearing different tales. Times are odd indeed.
No, Roland doesn't say anything.
Patrons off post work notices in the alehouse.
Now, off-screen, I may or may not have accidentally talked to a few people. So, I gotta try and reset that, and then see if maybe we can get those lines again.
Seems you're at the center of the storm, is it? Or perhaps it's you that's spinning the rest of us about.
It's me. I'm spinning everyone around.
Why not stay a spell? Take all the time you like.
Okay, so Camellia was one of them that I accidentally talked to off camera, and I can't get her stuff to reset. Usually if you like go somewhere else and rest for a couple days and then come back, the dialogue resets, but hers isn't for some reason. So I'm just gonna read you what she said, because I have notes. Okay, this is what she said in the most tasteful Camellia impression that I have.
I hear tell you're the Arisen. That true? I must say, I like the look of you. Make a habit of coming by, sir, and I shall take good care of you.
That's what she says. I think it sounded just like
Do
her,
come again.
personally, but, you know, maybe I'm a little biased. Alright, so the other one was Morin the Swift. Not Stefan. Go away, Stefan. He's hard to find because he's always running around. We got one of his lines, but that's the last one he delivers. So... Alright, we'll try and catch Morin after we do a little bit. We still have a lot to do before we move to Lure of the Abyss anyway. So I think that'll do it for this episode. Lots of yapping. Next time we'll probably do Stefan's quest, and we'll look at some notice board quests. maybe save the equipment for later. I don't know. We'll see. There's so much to look at. But, hey, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Till next we meet, one foot after the next. Come what may.
Well met, sir.